Magics, baby Magic's in the house over here. So I think it's a Kiki with Himi, but we're not doing a Kiki. I'm streaming it in, but this is going to go up as a pick a card. It is a blustery, early, dark winter's morning over here. This is a timeless reading, however, whenever you find this. Shout out to 2085. But we're going to get into some readings. So we have a selenite wand, we have our Machu Picchu serpentine elephant, and we have aquamarine. Let's go ahead and pick one of those. I'm actually going to pick our topic. I don't have the topic ahead of time, and I have a whole little thing full of sticky notes. So let's see what our topic for this read, ooh, fun, is going to be. Paper Russell ASMR. Here we go. A far connection. So if you're in a far connection with someone and you want to know what's going on, what's the tea, what's the advice, the insight, well, this is the reading for you. So let's go. Got your option? Give me a second. You can hit the pause if you need to. Got a new background and stuff. All right, so let's start with our selenite wands here. We chose that. I think we're going to go potluck style. All right, so connect with our good spirit, please, in a good way. As always, with all honesty, accuracy, and clarity. Please let us know all the information, insight, advice, and tea for selenite wands. So potluck style is where I have a huge mix of channeled messages, tarots, oracle, Lenormand, cartomancy cards, all that together, and I pull from that. So let's see. Ooh, 9 of Hearts. So this could say you're going to get a wish in this far connection. We have Loving Your Soul Path, Ruby Rose, number 4, reverse. So you do have to, this is showing some impatience. So as you get impatient, waiting for the situation to come together, it's saying don't let everything else burn, okay? We got the village here, it's all burning down. So and they say your own soul path. So remember to stick to the task at hand for things that you need in your life. It says old skins that need to be shed, okay? You don't want to tie up all your wants and desires into this situation to the point that there is no, freedom for yourself. There's no way to, get done what you need to get done. Our Lady of Sacred Sisterhood reverse. All right, so this to me says keep the energy of friendship, be understanding, try not to triangulate to any third party situations, make sure you're hanging out with your friends, you're doing what you need to do in your life, your village is taken care of, okay? It's very important. Also, your physical body, I'm getting, all right? Your finances, all of those things. There's definitely a lot of impatience here, which, hey, sometimes these delays have been a long time, especially when it comes to like all things considered that happened with the panty and everything. So yes, we understand. Yep, jealousy. So this person's like, oh, are you looking at this person over here? And they can't even enjoy their walk because they're like I said, triangulating onto another party. Triangle, of course, being tri, being three. You said being tried me. This is saying to step into your joy. You got a yes card and a wishing card here. So there's many blessings that want to come and happen for your life. We got the world card here. So you got the trifecta right here of yeses and doors opening in your life, in your career, in your health, success for yourself. So don't miss those. And whenever I get a blank card, that means even more than is being said, okay, is moving forward, okay? A big island. So one, some people could have connection to Hawaii. I don't advise everyone to just land there without permission from our indigenous people there. I really don't. But this could also say that you've been a big island to yourself. You know what I mean? You've been sticking to yourself a little much. Maybe you miss somebody, and because of that, you're not hanging with your friends. You're not doing what you should for your career, for your business, for yourself, things of that nature. And so this says to allow yourself to thrive because this is saying this is a new year, this is a new solar return here collectively, Sun in Capricorn. There's a lot of good things that can happen, especially in the next 9 months, and you could have huge success before you get to the end of the year. So although there is this energy of this far distant connection going on, and this missing or longing for somebody over here and some little jealousy and things that are going on, it is saying to focus on the joy at hand. Also focus if you have children or you got pets, animals, family members, like I said, sibling friends, focus on your village and build that up, okay? We have the noble frog shell, finding the ideal partner, your prince charming, okay? Or person charming, So that will happen. It'll come about. Now we do have this never happened. So it could say that some of you are maybe creating through your impatience and worry and jealousy some storylines that didn't occur. Okay. You might be afraid. We have kiss and tell reverse here, that this person is up to something else where they're at. And, those kind of things. They're probably doing this. They're probably doing that. You know the meme. And really, they're like trying to figure out quantum physics or something. And that's why they didn't text you back. And you're like, I bet they just got married to someone else. So they're saying, try to chill out and not stress yourself about things that never happened. Focus on the beautiful connection that you guys do have if it's already developed here. I think for a lot in this pile, it's like this connection has already developed and you're just having to go through some distance or space because of location or whatever, okay? But yeah, you guys have wonderful energy. Don't waste this year because this looks like you can get, very far advanced in the things that you want and wish, and from a very pure place because we have the child, and then the Nine of Cups is self-love and self-esteem, and just, all those things, being ready to bless yourself with the things that you want and that you know you're deserving of. So yeah, any of this little impatience and stuff, we don't need to let that get in the way to this great vision here. Again, the trifecta going on. So that is what I'm seeing for a quick pick here for far connection for you if you chose selenite one. A lot of blessings in that group. All right, let's go to the next one. If you chose our beautiful, sweet little elephants here with the Machu Picchu stone, serpentine stone, let's see what is going on in your far connection. Connecting with the good spirit crew of this group here. I'm seeing some clarity. Let's see what we got going on. So we have video. It could do you guys well to send each other some videos. Sorts of energy here. Let's hold on. Let me pull out a few cards. Ten of Swords. The Magician. Y'all looking at everything. Y'all looking at every little detail. Intuition. Let's see. Arrogant. Queen of Wands. Magician and the Queen of Wands with arrogant. And we have adored. Okay. Yes. So I feel like with this group, I don't know if this person belongs to you. This feels like someone who's like, oh, they better notice me. I'm going to spy on them. I'm going to critique their stuff. I'm going to have every single one of their socials down. I'm in control. I'm going to pull some strings because my intuition says that I can do what I want. Is it your intuition or is it your arrogance? All right, you got to check in. So if you're already in a connection and the other person knows it, hold on for a minute. For those who don't, this is saying, I don't know if you like this person so much as you're possessive of them. Okay, you want to be adored. You're saying, how dare they ignore me? How dare, look at her trying to serve that leg. She said, how dare they not respond to these legs? I know they saw my selfie. I know they heard about my show I did or my success I had. How are they going to cut me off, block me, or ignore me, or pretend I'm someone else in the chat or whatever? So I feel like here your intuition works best when you like tune down this arrogancy. Now, arrogance. So here's the thing though. Arrogance can actually pretend to be bad self-esteem. This is the thing that emotions do. If we don't want to admit that we're arrogant and cocky, a lot of people who are like, let's say on their sad boy stuff, they're the worst F boys, right? Because low key, they actually have a lot of entitlement, a lot of like, oh, you don't do that to me, right? They're low key, they're cocky, they're full of all of this arrogance. So that's the thing. Sometimes we put, oh no, I don't have that. That's not me, right? Or I'm just confident. This is saying, you, if this other person doesn't even know you're doing all this, that you're on their stuff all the time, that you're watching them, they blocked you, you're trying to come back, you're telling everybody that they're the dumb one in all the pick a card video comments, you might need to realign with your real intuition, okay? And see, because this is a lot of work for someone who is not even close to you like that, okay? And some of you, you did this reading even though this person is like in your local vicinity, they're not far away. They're just far from you because this is too much, okay? So there, there is that mess. Everyone's not gonna adore everyone else. I mean, yes, you can have that aura like that where you tend to be favored. I relate. Okay, I do. However, it's different than pushing your energy on somebody and saying, how dare, because you didn't remind, to be honest, should I call out some placements? It reminds me of Venus and Leo, Aries, or Sag, or Mars and Leo, Aries, or Sag, okay? Especially if they get to the eighth house, because then they're like, how dare you scorn me? We also have Mercurial energy here. So sixth house, third house, Virgo, Gemini, all right? A lot of Gemini in this reading, actually. So just keep it in mind. Now, moving on, for those of you who so patiently have waited, who are actually in this connection and the other person knows, okay? If this is the case, there is a little bit of that. You might say, oh, that kind of sound like me on the first part of this message. But there is this thing where it's like, you know, you have to let a person respond authentically as they respond and show what their mindset is. You say, oh, they didn't like, they didn't share, they didn't subscribe. I don't know. Hey, like, share, subscribe. You're saying, well, they didn't respond this way, and why didn't they come and quit? Quit their job for the day because I posted that thirst trap. So you may have some big demands that you feel like, no, this is the way it is. This is the attention I want. Someone else got this attention. I need to have it too. I feel like that is a necessary strain on your long distance for a connection relationship. I really do. I feel like if you let this person show their own minds and like come to their own conclusions and communicate how they feel, then they would respond. And you might be saying, well, they don't respond, so that's why I do this. That's why they don't respond when that happens. It's because they're like, you're going to just force me. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship with me. You don't puppet on a string over here. Queen of Wands, ooh, with the magician over here with the arrogant, really just wants a puppet on the string to parrot back what they want to hear. Okay? Now, since this is a general read, it could flip. Okay, so you might be like, no, like this person does this to me. Like they're so arrogant, they're controlling or whatever. They try to get me to say what, or it could be both of you. You might do this to each other and be like, why do we do this to each other? But yeah, well, if it happens again, I'm gonna do it again. Um, Also, as you can hear me stumbling with my words, Mercury retrograde is about to happen right now. I tend to feel it a little early, and Mercury's in air, Aquarius. So extra attention in this particular connection because you could say, I don't care. You could just act however. Also, I brought up Venus. Venus is also retrograde. So at the time of filming this, but you guys might relate to those energies, even if you don't have those transits happening. If you pick a card later on. So I feel like watch out for those things coming back just because we feel like you're not going to get the best of me. I got to win. You're not going to like someone else. I don't care who you're with. I got to be the number one. So if y'all are in those kind of situationships, you're trying to go back, third party and ex and all that kind of stuff. This is saying your intuition is just waiting, like, okay, are we going to get to me? Hello, anybody? Is this thing on? No, because the Queen of Wands stole the mic. Okay, she stole the mic because she's mad. So yes, you might want to just chill out a little bit. Some of you are being a little bit too obsessive, looking at every little detail. Did I see one string of hair from someone else in the video that they posted? All right, or everything they say and think is some subconscious message to me. No, it's really not. Sometimes people just wanted to eat a sandwich. Okay, that was the message. They were eating a sandwich. That's it. It had nothing to do with you, Leos. Um, okay. So, and the same for you because you don't want your partner analyzing every little thing you did and everything that you did is a slight to them, okay? So, a lot of that needs to be released from this connection for you guys to authentically start communicating. And Mercury, right, is one of the most important things in astrology, but we forget because we look at Venus and Mars and the Sun and Moon, and we forget how important it is to just be able to let the other person think and let ourselves think clearly and then communicate authentically what we actually feel, what's actually going on, our insights, our opinions, okay? And I feel like that's what's needed here. It's just like this huge kind of icebreaker, a little palate refresher, breath mint, something for this connection. And just to put all of this competitive, like edgy, vanity, arrogance away, okay? Because when we're in this, here's the thing, arrogant will never let adored be felt. We can never truly believe we're adored if we're insecure and feeling like this vanity and this arrogancy. It just doesn't work, right? We never believe it. We just need more, more, more. So when we tune that down, then we can, oh wow, we can feel how we're adored. We can feel how this person's putting forth effort to include us in their day-to-day thing and everything else that they got going on. The Queen of Wands and the Magician are like, wow, we're actually pretty compatible. You shine in your own life, I shine in mine. It's a cool couple. We can connect, and we can also go, and enjoy our different things that we have going on in our personal lives. And it just opens up the energies when we take that out, okay? So that's my advice for this connection. I know it was a lot, but look, they're your cards. I just read them. So that's what I see. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you're in a good way. All right. Good vibes only, and I'm very serious about that on this channel. If so, welcome on in. All right, here we go. Aquarius, what is your information, insight, tea, advice here, connecting with your good spirit crew, or not Aquarius, Aquamarine, for this reading? This candle smells so good. Far connection. Ooh, some communication and messages. We were just on the last pile. I need that Page of Wands reverse. So, if you haven't been hearing about, like hearing from your person for a while, or there was some kind of problem with communications, someone couldn't pay for the long distance phone call, whatever it was, there could be where you hear from this person. Someone could get documentation they need if you have been not able to travel, because this is messages, but it's action with it. So if there's been something going on, yeah, we have empowerment and freedom reverse. So maybe this person wasn't allowed into your country where you're at. They needed visas, they needed whatever they needed. This, you could be getting some news about that, okay? Yeah, temperance reverse. That's what I really feel. I feel like there's definitely some people in this group where we couldn't cross borders or something, okay? Yep, we're at a stalemate. Two of Swords here. Something going on with the paperwork. All right. The Page of Swords reverse as well. So yeah, I'm glad that we're having this Ace of Swords come in the middle of this Page of Wands and Page of Swords reverse. If you guys have not been communicating, so if some of you might have had a little bickering or something, I feel like, okay, you're going to get over it. I do feel like here there is the need to talk to deeper issues, though. If you guys were having some kind of little fight and there was a stalemate, I feel like you do need to talk about what the issues were underneath, because temperance reverse can show irreconcilable differences, okay? It can show, hey, you don't agree with who I am at the core of my culture or something, you know what I mean? Or you're not supportive of the life I live and something that is who I am. Or maybe you're cool with me, but I hear you making comments about others that's not acceptable. So especially with empowerment and freedom reverse and temperance reverse. So if it's not externally that pressure is coming on you guys, then it could be, if you know, okay, yep, this has been coming up, and I don't feel like they're not rocking with the revolution. They're over here. They got some stank, ideals. That's gonna be something that has to be addressed. Okay. It says, whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the effing time, but that's reverse. So this is saying it is going to be time to act. It's going to be time to use your intelligence to make these decisions, okay? We have a message for you. I told you a message was coming. I'm thinking of you this very minute. Your love fills me. I love you. All right? So literally a message. This person was thinking of you right now in this reading. Relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. It is showing reverse. So I think there's a mixed group in this uh, in this group, and I feel like for some of you, you know that this person is not supportive of your path. There's some kind of love there, but this person, yeah, stand your ground reverse. Maybe this person is not down for the freedom of your people or something like that, okay? And so in that case, it's saying when there's no longer healing, you got to let it go. All right? And they're saying this is a decision your spirit crew wants you guys to make. You need to sit down with your partner, or sit on the phone or whatever, and see, again, is this external concerns that are pressuring this, or really is it that this person holds these kind of, or you hold some kind of bigotries or whatever, and they're not resolved. I think a lot of times I always talk about triangulating, because everyone does. That's the root of why third party situations start. But let's say people who, um, let's say they pretend like they're Romeo and Juliet, and everyone's just trying to keep us apart because we're different, we're the same gender, or we're different races or whatever. But then they're using that as an excuse to not deal with the fact that they do have some bigotry between them. They do have some other issues, and it's not just it's not a fix all just because you check one box of being kind of revolutionary and having a different type of relationship. Okay, I'm from Canada, you're from Turkey or whatever. Okay, that doesn't mean that all bigotries and all differences have found harmony with each other. It really doesn't. It's like, okay, that's one box, international relationship, but what about all our other morals, our ethics, our beliefs? We're supposed to, if we're supposed to build a relationship together, how do we really see life? Do we sync up and match up? So that's the big concern that I'm seeing here. And they're saying that once this connection stops growing and healing, it's not going to work anymore, because they're saying someone isn't able to stand their ground that they should be able to, meaning they should be able to stand up for themselves and their people and their beliefs, and somebody is standing their ground that shouldn't be. Now, I do have sugar baby here, so maybe this is because someone is getting a benefit here, or feels like maybe someone's their ticket to get that get that visa passport. Maybe someone says, well, at least I get paid, or at least I'm gonna get to a different rank of classism, or I'm gonna I'll be privileged or something. So, oh well, there's something here where there's kind of like this, I don't know, some kind of half baked theory of why we have Knight of Wands here, of why we're accepting this connection, but it's not like really healed. A reminder: for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places, but it's reversed. So, yeah, I feel like more personal healing on both sides individually is needed. The pages can show a little immaturity and rushing into things. Um, and the Knight of Wands, of course, is not much more mature than that. So I feel like this connection is an adventure. The Knight of Wands usually comes to open our mind, to tell us to trust adventure and experience, but these are cards of Sagittarius. We have a lot of Sagittarius in the sky right now as I'm filming this. We have Mars in Sagittarius, South Node in Sagittarius, trying to literally shake the world through 2020 and sense and say, give some common sense, stop with the bigotry, the closed-mindedness, and all of these things that we're talking about throughout this reading. So yeah, I feel like that's the same here for your connection. Okay, we have partition. See, there's something here kind of putting a buffer between this connection. All right, we have gratitude and feathers. So your spirit crew is going to come to you and try to communicate with you by giving you message and signs and feathers. I meet resistance with kindness. And this to me, since they were talking about standing ground and kind of revolution and this different spiritual beliefs and different cultural beliefs, the resistance, of course, is when you stand up for your people, right? That's the resistance. So I feel like, again, it's saying we should be meeting that with kindness. If you're saying, hey, I'm from Tibet and I'm standing up for my people, your partner shouldn't be like, well, you're cool, but yeah, I'm not really down with your guys's I'm not really down with your guys's freedom. Like, what? You know what I mean? So that's the kind of dynamic I'm feeling in this connection. We do have Page of Swords, so I do feel you guys will find your voice, and I do feel like you'll start addressing this. But right now, I feel like whoever seems to hold probably the innate kind of power in the dynamic, meaning whoever will be the most kind of privilege between whatever the belief systems is. So like if your issue is religion and you're trying to say, hey, let me be a free spiritual person, and the other person, all right. Okay, so um like let's say it's religion. Maybe it's not racial things. Maybe you're like, well, this person's my same race and from my same country, but maybe it's beliefs like religious. Maybe you say, well, I want to be a free spiritual person, this is what I'm learning, or I want to go back to our traditional ways, and this person's saying, nope, this is the established religion and I think your other beliefs are ridiculous. This could say that right now, whoever is kind of like the society approved version, they might have all the power, right? Because they have like the privilege or whatever. They're kind of the hierophant. And this is saying that there is the need for you to take that voice back, or whoever doesn't have that voice. And I feel like that they will, okay? Yeah, because they're saying everything's not being true here. Everything's not being true. People need to change the perspective here. Another Page of Swords. This is why I like to do the mix of cards. You guys got 3 Page of Swords, okay? We have the Page of Machetes here. Look, if the sword can't do it, grab the machete, okay? Machetes coming through. But see, there's so much immaturity with belief and communication and thought. There's also, again, with paperwork and things. So, although we can want to compete, because if we say, hey, well, people are telling us we can't be together, sometimes we need to slow down and say, why are our loved ones telling us not to be together? Like Aries, they just want to pick a partner that's and rush into things and headbutt everyone. And a lot of times they're not picking a partner that's actually good for them, right? Or that brings out the best in them. So they should slow down a little bit and listen and get some insight, and that could help them. So there's kind of that dynamic here, okay? There's a lot of air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and there's a lot of fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sag in this group. So pay attention for feathers here. But yeah, we just have this energy of a lack of harmony here going on, the truth not being said, things being dragged on for ulterior motives, and not having respect when it comes. It doesn't mean we can't think of each other. That doesn't mean we don't see good in this person. But I do think it's one of those cases that, hey, just for money or travel or some kind of privilege, you're not going to get the payout you think, or they're not going to if you're the one who hasn't been doing the best in that connection, without healing, without truly seeing each other as equals and seeing each other, not just each other as some holy exception, right? But overall, they're talking about worldviews, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for that. I hope you guys had a wonderful read. I trust you did and you got the information that you needed. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, join the comments below, and let me know what you thought. If you're here in a good way, if you have good intentions, that's the only energy I welcome. I'm okay with anybody else just moving right along. I'm not going to be the number hound about that, okay? I just want the good intentions and the good vibes only. But thank you so much for coming through, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. You say bye.